Hi, I'm Paul, the ElkNut guy, and today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the Chuckler XTR. We've talked a little about the EL in some of the other short video clips, but this one is going to be about the external reeded bugle. And this is still the same Chuckler bugle, it just has the cone-shaped piece here so that you can take your XTR or external reeded mouthpiece and it fits right into this hole, as you can see, and it fits very snug so it will not fall out. So it fits right into there, holds in nice and snug, or with a twist and a pull you can have it out. It won't fall out on its own, it will stay in there very, very well. What we're going to do is to talk about how you know if you have a good reed or a bad reed, how to make the bugle make some nice high scream pitches for locations, even challenges. Some are having some difficulty with it, and so I want to cover a couple of things that you look for to tell if you have a good reed or a bad reed, and then we'll go into how you actually use the XTR bugle and make some of these elk sounds. I have two of them here. One of them has a new reed. This one has an old reed. Listen to the old reed. Now if I put it in the bugle, didn't push it in tight just because I wanted to just have it sitting there. If you take the new one, now listen to the difference. You notice how much more crisp that is? So, if you happen to have the XTR bugle and your reeds don't sound crisp like that when you take it out, like a little cow sound, then your reed is wore out. And they all wear out. Whether it's been in the sunshine, or left in the cab of your pickup, or a heat lamp off your desk, or on an end table, anything, it can deteriorate the latex on a mouth diaphragm just as easy as it can this, because the latexes are the same. So you want to keep it away from direct heat or any longevity of it, so it doesn't deteriorate and fatigue the latex. If you do have a bad one, all you do, you can take a tip of a pocket knife, a nail, anything with a point on it, take the rubber silicone green knob here and just bend it out of the way. All you'll do then is you'll see there's a notch right at the top of the head of this mouthpiece. Put the tip of your knife in there, in that little groove, and you notice all I did was twist it up. No, nothing fancy. And there it's it. There's your old one right there. Put the knife down. You see the little roof, the little pallet plate roof? That goes down, that faces inside. You'll want only the latex exposed. What you're going to do is you're going to reinstall a new one, grab a new one, put it right in here. You'll feel it snap into this little pocket right here. Hold it in there and then push. I don't know if you can hear that, but it goes click and it goes right into place. Of course, it's the old reed. It's going to give you the same tone. It's not going to do you any good. But this one was an old one too. These are a couple I had laying around, and I took a new reed out and just put this in. And you can see the difference. Okay, now another important feature, whether it's new out of the package, because these come in a package, I do not put these in myself and install them, is you got to make sure this rubber knob right here, this silicone rubber, fits exactly right there on the center of that latex. It cannot be off to one side where it sits like this, or off to this side. It has to go right in the middle, and all you got to do is move this band. This band will adjust. It'll turn just like that. It's nice and snug, and I have it where I want it, so I want to leave it there. The nice thing about the XTR is it can be used with an external reed like this, fits in, or you can take a mouth reed and use it. Now I'll make a sound. All I'm going to do is I'm going to put my bottom teeth up against this little notch right there, and my top teeth over the top, almost hooked on the other side of this green band, just so you get the idea of how to use this thing. Now you can see how that makes a nice little elk sound. I've had some video clips sent to me where guys aren't getting any kind of sound like that at all. And that's all you're doing. If you want to get a little bit of a growl on it, kind of give it. So you can see, that's the kind of tones that you can expect to get out of that. If you want to give yourself any kind of a chuckle or grunt, most of these external reeded bugles, they're not the best. They do okay, but you can kind of give it a... You see, so along with the scream or chuckling or whatever you're going to do, but all I'm doing is biting down on that, and I'm not overbiting. If you do just a little bit, give it more air, it's going to give you that high note. Once again, if you take the one that's all wore out, this time I pushed it in, you can see I'm not going to get anything out of it. So if you're struggling with them, it's very, very possible that your latex is completely wore out. So replace that, play around with it a little bit, and you should get it back in order. And all those are replaceable reeds. An extra one does come in the package when you buy it, or we sell the replacement reeds 2 at a time. And so, what I had mentioned in the beginning was what's nice about the XTR is if you decide you want to graduate to mouth reeds, you can now just pull that piece out and you can use a mouth reed. So you can see, it can go right in there. You can do a little lip ball with it if you want. And I'm trying to just do some controlled stuff here, just giving you an idea that you can still use this as an external, or you can put your mouthpiece back right in there. And if you want it to sound like 2 different elk, there you go. Get a mouth reed, you have your external bugle, and you're good to go right there. But anyway, that's the function of the XTR. So you should be able to get those tones out of them pretty easily if you play with it a little bit. And I don't hardly ever use these. I mean, this is the first time I've blown on this thing in well over a year. So you can see, and I didn't sit inside the shop here and practice for this thing for a half hour before I came out here. So just so that you know, you should be able to take this bugle right up and make all the sounds that are required in the elk woods. You can do a challenging scream, and you can do a location bugle. You can do some chuckles and grunts with it. So just to give you an idea, that is how your Chuckler XTR bugle should be performing for you as well. All right, thank you.